big news, a big transfer news from Manchester United. We're talking about the one and only RANDAL KOLO MUANI plus Victor Boniface, and what could definitely happen for the football players and them joining Manchester United. What is happening? What saga is happening about this? Two wonderful football players. It could be good news for you Manchester United fans. Just grab, if you can grab some food, grab a drink, and sit down, and we're going to have a long run for this in this video, talking about the two wonderful football players. And now let's get the party started. First up, we're going to talk about RANDAL KOLO MUANI plus Boniface, and the strikers have definitely been linked to Manchester United. Could they save Manchester United's season? That is a big question. That's how we are going to be talking about. Welcome back to the United chapter. My name is Abu KALS. I'll right here to bring to you the latest updates on all things Manchester United. And today we're going to be focusing on two strikers who are heavily linked with a move to Old Trafford this January transfer window. One of them being RANDAL KOLO MUANI, and then the other being Victor Boniface. So both football players bring unique qualities that could help Manchester United recover from a shaky start of the season. The season has not been good for Manchester United. Could one of these football players be the answer to Manchester United attacking problems? Let's break it all down, backed by trusted sources like The Sun and The Times. So, first up, let's talk about RANDAL KOLO MUANI. RANDAL KOLO MUANI's situation at Paris Saint-Germain is something that we need to look into. Talking about RANDAL KOLO MUANI, the French international joined Paris Saint-Germain this past season, the past summer. So, it wasn't a big money move from Frankfurt. That was from Eintracht Frankfurt. However, according to The Times, things have not gone on as planned for him at Paris Saint-Germain, with a limited game time and also a system that does not seem to suit his strength. And also, RANDAL KOLO MUANI is reportedly considering his future at Manchester United, and Manchester United is one of the clubs interested in him. So, we all know that at Eintracht Frankfurt, RANDAL KOLO MUANI was a revelation. Last season, he definitely scored 15 goals and provided 11 assists in the Bundesliga, showing his ability to lead the line while also bringing a creative force. And his pace, strength, and also his work rate make him an ideal fit for the Premier League, where intensity is definitely key. Having talked about that, if MUANI were to join Manchester United, he would offer versatility, and also he would offer creativity and much more. He can play as a traditional number 9, but his ability to drift wide or drop deep to link play would definitely fit perfectly into Ruben Amorim's tactical setup. So imagine RANDAL KOLO MUANI alongside Marcus Rashford and Anthony creating a dynamic and an unpredictable front three. That would definitely be quite good. So the potential stumbling block in his price is definitely his the stumbling block in him joining Manchester United is his price tag. We know that Paris Saint-Germain paid 90 million euros for him a few months ago. They will want to recoup most of their investment. Truth be told, would Manchester United be willing to pay such a hefty fee in the January transfer window? Let me know what you think in the comment section, whether you think Manchester United should go on or not go for the football player. Anyway, so let's talk about having talked about RANDAL KOLO MUANI, whom I have big hopes in. Let's also talk about Boniface. So Boniface's rising stock at Bayern Leverkusen. We're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Boniface because he's been making rounds, and him being linked to Manchester United. That definitely shows you how United is very serious this time. Next, let's really discuss Victor Boniface. And according to the Sun, Manchester United has been keeping a close eye on both Nigerian strikers and Victor Osimhen and Boniface. So we're talking about Boniface, who is he's definitely enjoying a breakout season at Bayer Leverkusen, and in just 16 Bundesliga appearances, we know that Boniface has scored 10 goals and provided 4 assists, helping Bayer Leverkusen to the top of the table, and that definitely is quite good. So Boniface's style of play is perfect for the Premier League. He is quite a strong lad, very muscular, and quite quick and clinical in front of the goal. His physicality allows him to dominate defenders, and also his movement off the ball creates opportunities for his actually it creates opportunities for his teammates. So at the age of 22 years old, he is also a player with room to grow, making him a potentially long-term solution for Manchester United striker issues. So what makes Boniface particularly appealing is his reported price tag. So unlike Randall MUANI, who could cost upwards at around £90 million, Victor Boniface might be available for around 40 to 50 million euros. So for a player of his caliber and also potential, that's a big bargain in today's market, However, Bayer Leverkusen is unlikely to let him go amidst the season without a fight. We all know that Bayer Leverkusen is going to try to and keep him. So they are definitely in the title race in Germany, and they will want to keep their key football player. Manchester United would need to make an offer that is too good to refuse, but that's realistic. That is. The offer should really be realistic, not costing Manchester United. But the question also is it quite realistic to get a Victor Boniface in the January transfer window? Share your views in the comment section, and I'll definitely have to go into there and read them and see what you definitely think. So we can have a discussion in there. So how would they fit at Manchester United is what we also need to look into. Now, let's compare the two football players and how they could fit into Manchester United's system under the one and only Ruben Amorim. So Randal MUANI would definitely bring versatility and experience at the highest level. So his ability to play across the front line would give Ruben Amorim the flexibility to experiment with different formations, and that would be quite good for Manchester United. Whether Manchester United needs a focal point or a supporting striker, Randal MUANI could do both of them, and that's quite good of him, of a football player like him. So on the other hand, Victor Boniface would offer raw power and global scoring ability. So his physical presence would make him a nightmare for the Premier League, and the Premier League defenders would struggle quite a lot with him. And his direct style of play could be exactly what Manchester United needs to turn their chances into goals. So both football players, both the players have the potential to transform Manchester United's attack, but they would need time to adapt to the Premier League. And Ruben Amorim's system is a bit complicated. It's a bit hard one. They definitely need time to make sure that they can get into Ruben Amorim's system. First up, you remember, for those of you who have been following Ruben Amorim, where he was at Sporting Lisbon, it took Sporting Lisbon football players a period of around 6 months to adapt to his playing style, and they struggled a bit for around 6 months. But once the 6 months were done, I can guarantee you and I can tell you that Sporting Lisbon had to see a bit of light, and he played quite well, and that's what we definitely expect him to do prospect match state. And that's why I'm saying that Manchester United fans have to be a bit patient with these football players in case they come in. First up, they need to adjust to the situations at Manchester United, then to the style of play of Ruben Amorim. So the question is, do Manchester United go for the proven talent in RANDAL MUANI, or the emerging talent in Victor Boniface? Let me know in the comment section. So the financial implications and also the transfer strategy is something we need to look into. And according to The Sun, Manchester United spending in the January transfer window will be heavily influenced by the financial fair play regulations, while the club has revenue streams from sponsorships and also ticket sales. They will definitely need to be very careful and also spend carefully to manage their budget to avoid penalties from the financial fair play. Anyway, I got that information from the Scottish Sun and also the Sun itself. So those of you who want to refer to know where I got that information, that's where I got it from. So RANDAL MUANI's price tag could definitely stretch Manchester United's finances, especially if Paris Saint-Germain demand close to 90 million euros that they paid. And to be honest with you, Paris Saint-Germain paid 90 million pound. We will be looking at, if I were Paris Saint-Germain, I would be trying to sell RANDAL MUANI at something like 95 million pound, because I want to make a bit of more profit. I know they've made profit in sales and tickets, but for a team like Paris Saint-Germain, I'm sure they will try again and make a bit more money. But I think we are going to be looking at the club getting the football player, the club possibly spending a lot of money if it has to on the player. On the other hand, talking about Victor Boniface, on the other hand, represents a more affordable option, But Manchester United would still need to outbid other interested clubs. Football clubs like Arsenal and Juventus are all interested in Victor Boniface, who is a wonderful football player. There is also the question of the outgoing football players. Selling fringe players like Anthony definitely would be a big thing, would be quite good, and would free up funds for the squad to get a new striker. And according to TalkSport, Manchester United is exploring opportunities and options to facilitate the January transfer business. And we all know that football players like who is this? Why is he getting out of my head? Marcus Rashford is looking at an exit. He's one of those football players that might leave in the January transfer window, and clubs like Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring his situation and they want him. Could we see a swap deal in there for Victor Boniface? Or could we see Manchester United selling him and getting a bit more money to make sure that they can fund getting more players or getting a player like Victor Boniface? Anyway, and now we need to be realistic again and talk about the fan perspectives and also the expectations. So both RANDAL MUANI and Boniface are exciting options and very wonderful players. But Manchester United fans have mixed opinions, on which a player would be a better fit. And I will pose the same question: whom would you go for? Would you go for RANDAL, MUANI, or if you had to spend money, you would have to spend it on Victor Boniface? Some fans say RANDAL, MUANI as the more complete football player, given his experience in the Bundesliga and also the international success that he's enjoyed with France. And whereas others believe that Victor Boniface's age is a potential gift to Manchester United, and at the lower price makes him a smarter investment for the club. You, as a person, what do you definitely think? Do you think we should go for Manchester United's top target, RANDAL, MUANI, or Victor Boniface? Who should Manchester United go for? What's clear is that Manchester United needs a reinforcement up front, and the lack of consistent goal scorers has definitely been a major issue this season. And signing either football players would be a turning point. It definitely would be. So, what do you think? Should Manchester United break? What do you think? Do you think Manchester United should break the bank for RANDAL, MUANI, or should they go for the affordable and promising young talent Victor Boniface? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and I definitely will be out there to get into them. And that's it for today. That's it for today's episode of the Manchester United chapter. And Manchester United fans, I must say, we are going to be facing a crucial decision this January and in this January transfer window, whether it is RANDAL, MUANI, or Victor Boniface, or even another surprise name. The club definitely needs to get this right to salvage the season. So, let me know your comments. Who do you think Manchester United should sign? Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the United chapter for all the latest news and the analysis. Until next time, stay tuned, and I must say, my name is Abu KALS. Thank you for being part of this.